Hi guys, welcome back. I was just messing around before it started the episode and spoke to Newbie, and it looks like the bow is upgraded already far enough. I just wanted to speak to him just to say hello really, and well, it looks like the quest is done, so there we go. Thank you, Your Majesty. I finally feel confident in my ability to make bows of the highest quality. So glad I decided to move to this kingdom. There are so many talented craftspeople to learn from here. I hope that if I continue to work hard, Fido will not overshadow me. My fondest dream is that one day we will both become the best that we can be. It's a wonderful dream, Newbie. I'll do whatever I can to support you. Yeah. Thank you, Your Majesty, and I hope I can repay you by providing you with an array of excellent new weapons. Oh, I hope so too. So, okay then. So the other one was, yeah, it was you, wasn't it? That's Fido. Let's have a look at them, because the other one was the iron armour, wasn't it? Probably going to be quite a way down here. Where are you? Oh no, there we go. So you're down in the right. I was looking at the so you see in the bottom you got the picture of the armour, then the 2 stars, and beneath it you've got 4 out of 5. I thought you had to, you know, do that 5 times, that'd be rank 5, but it's not, is it? It's the thing beneath it that now says 6. Of course. Ah, well. Mr. Trick there. So okay, let's finish this one off too. Ah, I see. How interesting. Yeah. Thank you, King Evan. Now I have exactly what alterations I need to make to Chinggis's men's armour. It'll be a relief to know they're properly protected out there. Indeed it will. As you know, I could never be the soldier that my grandfather wanted me to be. This has caused me great shame, and I have sought to avoid him as a result. But as my skills as an armourer grow, so too does my belief in my own worth to this kingdom. As it should. I hope you'll be able to pluck up the courage to see your grandfather soon. I'm sure he'll be very proud of you. So, thank you, King Evan. To hear you say this means a great deal to me. Well, it should do. I'm king. Okay, cool. Well, that's those tied off then. Did that lead to anything else? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so as promised, we are moving on with the story today. Finally, I'm actually rather nervous about it. Yes, I've quite clearly been avoiding it for quite a while by doing all the other fun stuff that's going on. But just before we do that, we're going to do what we said last time as well. Just finish this off. So that's also good. / research costs. Research is all done. So that's also level this up for 144,000. We'll see what else we can do here. So what do we got now? Ultimate research speed. Cool. So, complex reduces dev times by 20%, so it looks like it's going to be the last one then. Marvellous. So that's also ultimate. So I guess this one's going to be ultimate research costs, I reckon. Anyway, let's get that. Oh, 7 more minutes. Maybe we should assign somebody else here. 2. Yeah, Henny's here, Cheapy's here, Andrew's here. Who's not up to much? You're not up to much, are you, Ketch? Who's down at the shipyard, so why don't you come on over? And who else? Bracken, what are you doing? She's in the outfitters. They're also not doing anything at the moment, so yes, you can also come over here. So, as mentioned last time, so we're going to get this going. And so the priority is still to get these done. So that's going now. So I want to build these, not so much the barracks, but the training ground and the Explorers Guild is also very important. I also really want to start leveling up the outfitters and the weapon shop here, and also the higglery as well. So that's kind of in second priority. But for now, let's do it. It's time. Here we go. Oh god. You got anything else to say for yourself? Say. Right now you're young, and no matter how much you burn the midnight oil, you're always going to be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Yeah, we said that before, didn't he? Nothing new. Okay. Oh god, let's do this. Can we go through these doors? I wonder if we will be able to soon. Alright, Leander.
If I may be so bold.
Out with it. Oh boy.
Now,
as to the matter I wish to discuss with you all, we have been receiving some rather unsettling news of late from within the kingdom. There are reports of certain resources being unaccounted for, and of a suspicious hooded character having been sighted. These, among several other developments, have become a cause of some concern. A rope swap, you say? And a shady sort to boot. So we've a thief among our numbers, eh? That ain't good at all. Roland. No, not good, not good.
Golly.
Could there really be people in our kingdom who would do such things? I suppose this rogue person would be able to tell us.
Yeah.
Because he's obviously the one doing the stealing. Guess it's not such a surprise. Security around here isn't exactly what you'd call tight.
Now listen here.
What do you say we convene us a little powwow to talk about how to catch this pilferer of ours, Tonight, after dinner, perhaps? After all, 'tis best to strike while the iron's hot with such matters as these. Wouldn't you say, Roland, lad?
no.
Sorry, can't make it. What? I've been working too hard. Need to catch up on a little sleep. But if it's urgent, feel free to go ahead without me. Very well, Roland. I hope you enjoy your rest. You deserve it.
Thanks.
I will.
Aye.
That's some sneaking music right there.
You have my thanks.
I must thank you again for providing us with the items and information we require, Roland. Don't mention it. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Now,
What? There is one thing I've been meaning to ask.
what?
Why do you serve such a kingdom? A fledgling realm populated by bandits and vagabonds? Surely there are places better suited to someone of your inestimable talents. I guess I am kinda used to performing on a bigger stage. Maybe it's time I went someplace where they appreciate me a little more. Enemy is a relative term, after all. Sage words indeed.
Well,
You have done more than enough to earn our gratitude. Should you ever wish for a change of scenery, you would be welcome to join us. The dog. So he's selling his soul to the highest bidder now, is he? And if that's so, then... Oh man, what the... How could you, Roland?
So, Roland, get up to much last night, did you? Meet with any interesting characters?
Subtle, Batu. Nice.
last night? I don't know what you're talking about.
Spare us your lies. You're a traitor, man. Fixing to leave our little kingdom behind for bigger and better. Don't bother to deny it.
Roland? Surely not.
Surely so, lad. Or did ye think it a coincidence that our precious resources only go missing on this treacherous dog? And what of the shady fella in the cloak he met with this past evening? Just an old pal come for a chinwag, was he? I'd like to hear ye explain that little lot away, Mr. President.
There must be some mistake. Mustn't there, Leander?
One should not rush to judgment on the basis of hearsay alone, but I must say this does seem somewhat irregular.
What?
There you have it. Now sling your hook before I sling it for you, you scurvy swine.
So that's how much trust I've earned, huh? Good to know. Maybe I would be better off someplace else. Someplace my talents will be appreciated.
He as good as admits it.
So long, Batu. Evan.
Roland, you can't!
Not even the slightest attempt to defend himself. One cannot help but wonder if Batu's suspicions were well-founded.
No!
Well now.
And who are you? Forgive me, Chief Consul, or should I say, former Chief Consul. So you saw that too, huh? Well, what do you want with me? Why, to engage your services, of course. You have information that will be quite useful to us, I'm sure. That's quite the offer. What exactly did you have in mind? For one such as yourself? Oh, plenty, my friend, plenty. But if you wish to learn more, you must speak with my master. Oh yeah? And who might that be? Why, King Mousinger, of course. There is no need to be coy.
Huh.
Well, looks like I landed on my feet.
Blimey.
He didn't come back all night. And we sent Kumbish after him, but he hasn't reported back in either.
Oh.
Roland. I hope he left his swords behind. Mousinger awaits you in the throne room. Please make your way straight ahead. And on that note, I must leave you. I do hope that your conversation with His Majesty proves fruitful. What the hell is going on? What are you playing at, Roland? What the hell are you playing at? There's not going to be much else we can do around here, is there? I don't think so. Alright, well let's go see what the big mouse has got to say. I really hope we're not actually a complete traitor. That would be... oh. That would be awful. I feel terrible about this. I expect you saw how many soldiers have been posted to protect the kingdom on your way here. Things have changed. We're not letting other nations push us around anymore. I remember you all too well. I still nurse the scars from the day of the coup. Do you think we have forgotten? Trust me. There are other guards who feel the same as me. We shall observe the rules of etiquette for now, but who knows when we might stop being so polite. Oh, you want to go, do you? Well, I really hope you're up to some sort of espionage here, Roland. We've seen her before.
Oh, hello.
You used to work for Evan, didn't you? Why in the world would you come back here? It's a very good question.
No.
I thought that might be the robed figure, but it seemed to be male. I'm not going to say it, just, you know, you never know. I've got my eye on you, you know. One false move and I'll be happy to send your head rolling. Yeah, again, you are more than welcome to try.
Greetings.
What a pleasure. It seems an age since we last met. So much has happened since I took my rightful place upon the throne. Your Majesty.
Well, well, well.
So this is the famous Roland. Well, well, well. Ah, but I am forgetting myself. I am Chancellor Vermine. Charmed, I'm sure. I've been following your work with great interest. To have made an almost viable ruler of young Evan is quite the feat. Yes, a sterling achievement. I'm flattered. I remember very well how you thwarted my designs for our young friend, but rest assured I bear you no ill will on that account. I have been examining your nature, your actions, and I have decided that you and I may be able to come to an arrangement. Glad to hear it, and good of you to get straight to the point.
All right.
Shall we get down to business? My terms are simple. I want power, and maybe a little money, too. Give me those, and I'll give you what you want. I'll even give you Evan. Very well. I believe in making the best use of the talents of those in my employ.
Forgive me.
But I will require you to prove yourself first. Oh yeah? Yes, we have prepared a little test for you in the dungeons. Let's see if your loyalties are really as fluid as you claim. Oh dear. What are they going to make us do? That's the dungeons for a test her. Something tells me I'll want to... Oh. Yeah, if you're watching level 5, you might want to slow those bits down. They're a bit difficult to read.
Yes.
Grim, yeah. You must be prepared to swear fealty to Ding Dong Dell, nay, to King Mousinger himself. Yeah, okay. So where are we headed? Down there. Alright, let's go this way, shall we? That's a dead end, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Roland, 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 what are you doing? Anything new down here? Not very likely. Still worth checking. Because I always find myself, I do that quite a lot in games. You get to tense moments like this and I just end up ploughing through it without actually having to look around, because you quite often, well, they quite often do that. They'll slip something in that's pretty good and you just miss it because you want to, well, I want to know what the hell he's up to. Who's that? Oh man, they're not going to make me execute them, are they?
Huh?
It's Kumbish. Oh man.
Master Roland!
You're one of Batu's men.
Aye, that I am. Kumbish is the name.
This gentleman was apprehended after being observed behaving suspiciously in our airspace. It is our belief that he is a spy.
Curse you, ye devils! Didn't I say already? I was looking for Master Roland!
For me? Why?
Forgive me, Your Honor. Seems I made a blunder?
You sure did. And why am I not surprised?
Now, Mr. Crane, to our test. Let us see where your allegiance truly lies.
Is that a name? Roland Crane?
Dispatching one of your former allies should provide us with adequate proof that you are ready to serve a new master.
No, no. Listen here, you rat-faced swab, you.
Is something the matter? Surely you are capable of such a straightforward show of commitment. Or could it be that we have an imposter in our midst?
Don't get ahead of yourself. Let's just say I prefer to use my own methods.
Master Roland! No! We're shipmates! You can't just...
Sorry.
No.
It's nothing personal. We're just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
No.
Ah! Curse you for the traitor you are!
No.
Well, happy now?
Happy enough.
You bastard, Roland. It's been days now, man. When's old Roly Boy coming home, eh?
Yeah.
Kumbish never came back after we sent him out to look for him either. Where did Roland disappear to? We have to go and look for him. He might need our help. He needs nothing from us, girlie, and he'll get nothing. The man's a turncoat and a traitor, damn him.
But...
He isn't. He can't be. I refuse to believe it. It must be some sort of strategy of his. Mustn't it, Leander? I would advise you to forget about him, Your Majesty. He is no longer your concern.
Forgive me.
But you have more pressing worries. Give the traitor no more thought.
What?
You too?
What?
Wow, talk about cold. Wasn't Roland one of our best friends 5 minutes ago?
Oh.
And that's my plan. I figure it should keep those Grimalkin troublemakers out of your hair for a while, at least. To have formulated such a thorough strategy in so short a time is really quite something, I must say. Impressive, indeed. It seems I was entirely justified in welcoming you into the fold. Now, there is another favour I have been meaning to ask of you. The Mark of Kings, you have heard of it.
Sure.
It's handed down from generation to generation of royals here at Ding Dong Dell as proof of the right to rule. And without it, it's impossible to access certain places. It works as a kind of key too, correct? Precisely. It is a pendant of brightest blazing red, a beautiful object indeed. And a necessity if one wishes to enter our nation's king's cradle. Let me guess, you don't have it, want it. You are admirably concise as ever. We have searched the castle high and low, and yet it is nowhere to be found, which leads me to believe that it is not in fact here. Sure isn't. It's around Evan's neck. Every minute of every day. It won't be easy to get hold of it. But that doesn't mean it'll be impossible. I'll need a few things, and a little time. And all you need. There is no other to whom such a task can be entrusted after all.
Say,
What about you, Your Excellency? Any errands you want the new guy to run? Well, that's very kind of you. Let me see now. I should be very much obliged if you would inform Captain Buck that the War Council will unfortunately have to be postponed a little.
Sure.
I'll get right on it.
all right.
What the hell, so we're just mousing as lackey now, are we? I am very disappointed in you, Roland. Dear, dear. So, I'm your boss now, by the way. It is hard to imagine that someone of your prodigious talent would not have been poached by who came to us. Well, I suppose that simply means that others lack the insight to recognise one so gifted. Fortunately, we of Ding Dong Dell can see precisely what you have to offer. You got any ass kissing you want to do? Roland, or should I say Your Excellency. Your actions in suppressing the Grimalkin were impressive indeed. You only had to stroll around the kingdom and observe their behaviours to discern the perfect strategy. Incredible. Now where are we off to? Back over there. So you guys got anything more you want to say? So you're having a good look around the castle, I see. I shall give you the benefit of the doubt and assume that you're merely trying to fulfill your duties as well as you can. However, I have not forgotten that you are once an enemy of this kingdom. If you make even the slightest suspicious move, you will regret it. That I promise you. I used to be nothing more than a simple hedge witch, but when King Mausinger took over, he appointed me to a top job at the castle. It would have been unthinkable before, when a Grimalkin sat on the throne. Now I am determined not to let his majesty down. I think it's worth going round the long way and checking it out. Well, it's just that safe on the left and just through that other hall to see if there's anything going on. You look a bit different. Grimalkin sentry. Look, Mr. Roland, sir, is there something you want here? I'm afraid I am under strict orders from the king himself not to let anyone past. I'm sorry, but I must ask you to be on your way. I didn't think there was any Grimalkin left. Up ahead lies the door that leads to the castle sewers. There's surely no reason for you to be heading there. I'm afraid I must ask you to go back the way you came. Well, no, I'm going to go this way, actually.
Oh,
What, Master Roland, what in the world are you doing here? I work here.
hello.
Oh goodness, fancy me meeting the mighty Roland. Something I can do for you?
Yeah.
You can say what you like about Roland, but you can't deny that he's made life a little easier for we Grimalkin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right, he's even brought back the fish ration. He deserves credit for that, at least. Okay. Hey there, big fella. Just what are you doing skulking around down here? Maybe you want to pay a visit to that wretched pirate and talk about old times, but I'm afraid I'm under strict orders to let no one pass. How is he not dead? Maybe we just shot and hurt him. There's not going to be anything in these rooms, is there? Oh wait, we already looked in these ones. Wait, there's somebody in there now. Hope Master Evan's alright. Wretched. Is she actually crying there? Oh no. Anyone over here? No. Alright then.
Oh.
Well, well, if it isn't the famous Roland. Only in town a few days and already the flavour of the month or so I hear. What business could one so lofty have with with a lowly soldier such as myself, That's about the size of it. I see, I see. So the Council of War has been postponed. I shan't forget. Oh no. Oh, and there was one other thing. There's been a change to the postings for some of the guards. All men assigned to the night shift on the east and west blocks are to patrol the outside of the castle instead.
Oh.
Oh, a very mysterious change to the routine, but ours is not to reason why. It shall be done, Mr. Roland, sir. It shall be done. Good. I'll leave you to pass word to the shift sergeant.
Yes.
But of course, your magnificence, leave it in my capable hands. Well, we got popular quick. Now, what's going on here? Good. The coast is clear. Head into the room at the top of the stairs. What the hell is going on here, Roland? That all went pretty smoothly. Maybe a little too smoothly. Surely they're still watching us, right? In case we double-cross them. This place brings back some memories. Can't help feeling a little bad about what happened I had to do to poor Cumbish. Nuts.
Huh?
Locked. Figures, I guess. Well, nothing this little guy can't fix. What the hell is that? I quite want one, but I don't know what it is. How is it? Make a key. Is perhaps the pendant still here? The lockety clicker scuttles off looking pleased with itself. It actually worked. Now I've seen everything. Thanks, little guy. Alright, here goes. The Mark of Kings should be in here somewhere. Oh. So he didn't betray us. Or...
Yeah.
What? The ship's nearly ready. Time to weigh anchor and set sail on the high seas. Yahar! Yeah, it's time to go and get the Hydropolitans to sign up to the declaration. But we have to think beyond that too. Most of all, we need to think about what to do about Ding Dong Dell. They won't be making peace with us anytime soon. Ha! They won't be letting us close enough to even shout about peace. The whole area is crawling with soldiers. There is a way we might be able to get past them, you know. It's a path only open to members of the royal family called the Kingsway.
Huh?
What's that when it's at home? And why have you never mentioned it before? Well, because we wouldn't be able to access it without the Mark of Kings. Now, what exactly is that? It's a pendant passed down among the rulers of Ding Dong Dell. It serves as proof of the right to rule and as a key to certain secret places. If it's that important, you can't bet Mausinger will be looking. You can bet Mausinger will be looking for it too. It was given to me when my father passed away, but well, You went and left it behind when you skedaddled, eh? And where exactly did you squirrel the thing away, laddie? Well, there are hidden rooms in the castle, you see. I thought it would be safest there, in the one connected to my chambers. They were designed so that the royal family could, in times of emergency, and with the help of the Mark, even escape if need be. And how exactly did you come to leave something so useful behind, you feckless young oaf, ye? I'm guessing it's because a certain somebody appeared out of thin air and then all hell broke loose. I shouldn't think that anyone knows about the secret room except myself, which would mean that Mausinger probably hasn't found it yet. Unless you knew exactly where to look for the switch on the statue in the corner of the room, I shouldn't think you'd ever find it.
Oi.
This is all very interesting, but if we need to go to Ding Dong Dell to find the thing we need to get us into Ding Dong Dell, that's not much use really, is it? I suppose not. So he's not a traitor. The statue in the corner of the room. Let's see now. Anything else in here? That one or that one? No, this one. Bingo. So that's where the entrance was hidden. So he hid it under his bed, huh? He was right, I've never found it unless I look. Okay. Right, so yeah, I think we're just gonna head on down. So back in the sewers. Wow. Brings me back. This is a pretty big room to be hidden away down here. Guess this stuff was to help Evan make good his escape. Might as well grab it while I'm here. Ooh. Okay. Ah, and this must be the family heirloom itself. In the Mark of Kings. The Mark of Kings, huh? Very impressive. But didn't Mausinger say it was red? Yeah, he did. Uh-oh. Very clever, Mausinger. Very clever. Trying to send me on a wild goose chase, huh? Guess he doesn't trust me as much as he pretends. Or maybe he was just using me to find this place.
Oi!
What are you doing in here?
Oh, just looking for something.
Something very special indeed. The Mark of Kings, if I am not mistaken. So it was hidden here all along. And hidden very well. Believe me when I say we searched long and hard. I am disappointed in you, Roland. To deceive one's professed masters. Most uncivil.
Hypocrite.
All's fair in love and war. Isn't that what they say?
Indeed it is. I am so very glad not to have believed you for a moment. Now, if you will be so kind as to hand over the mark.
I don't think so. This belongs to the king. My king. Of course, if you'll sign the declaration, I'll be happy to make you a trade.
You speak of your pathetic union. Now, I hardly think you are in any position to bargain.
Not interested, huh? Well, let me know if you change your mind.
Ha! To send a spy was most cunning. I must confess I had not thought your young protege capable of such subterfuge.
Well, he's not about to poison his rivals or anything, but he's coming along.
Very droll. But you of all people surely understand that no dream worthy of the name can be achieved without certain sacrifices being made along the way. It had to be done, and I would do it again in a heartbeat.
I'm sure you would. So what is this dream of yours exactly?
For too long, our kind have suffered at the hands of the Grimalkin. My dream is a simple one. To see our feline oppressors prostrate themselves at our feet.
Revenge, in other words.
Oh, call it what you will. It matters not. I have achieved my aim. A new era beckons. And my dream is now a reality.
Tell me something. If your kind were so downtrodden, how exactly did you wind up becoming King Leonard's Chancellor?
Pah! He used me! I was the unwitting tool of my persecutor. A puppet chosen to make my people more compliant.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
I am tired of listening to this man. We should kill him, here and now.
Very well. Men, forward!
Well, here goes nothing. That's right. Come and get me.
We've had a little help from Zip, Vector, and Leander there. Well, and Bracken, I suppose. I need to get out of here, but there's something I have to take care of first. Cumbish. Where is he? We have still got our weapons, right? Yeah, okay, good. Let's have a look at that new one there, just in case. It's okay. Nothing special. Should probably give it to Evan. He's his family heirloom after all. So where are we going? Yeah, let's go straight across here. Would you like to dance? Good night. I wonder if they're quite a low level. I wonder if they wouldn't fight me actually. Ow. Yeah, you better die. Good job, Higgledies. Glad you could make it. Do we want to go up to the throne room? No, we can't. Okay. Can we not go this way either? Well, well, well. Looks like we're being guided. Who's next? Bring it on.
Right there!
Come on. I thought as much. So which way we go now? This way, I guess. Let's take the mage out first. I love this sword so much. Do I want to save? No, we're doing good. Let's keep going.
All right. This is where you come in.
What if they're turning back time like they did in Hydropolis? Lofty.
What's going on?
Yeah, sorry about shooting you. You devil, swine, traitor, murderer. Charming. Listen, calm down and ask yourself this. If I'm a murderer, how come you've still got breath to curse me with? That is, I shot you, sure, but not with real bullets, with ones designed to make you look dead.
What's that now?
With what now? And what possessed you to bring such a confounded doodads along with you, might I ask? There's no time to explain. Here, swallow this. Roland pops a ribbity drop into Kumpish's mouth before he has a chance to resist. Did we turn him into a frog? Yes, we did.
Whoa.
Stay calm, it'll wear off before long, at least it's supposed to. Yeah, my turn now, I guess. Well, down the hatch. Okay.
Sir!
They're not here either, Your Majesty.
Gah!
Curse you, Roland. Surely you could use a frog, I suppose. I think I'd have turned into a dragon and just, you know, burn them all. But that way's fine too.
Excuse me?
I think it's time you told us the truth, don't you, Leander?
Well,
Aha, so Evan didn't know. I wondered if Leander might be involved. You've seen through our artifice, haven't you, Your Majesty?
Yes.
Of course I have. Roland would never betray us, or at least not so clumsily. I have to say, I expect him. The plan could perhaps have been executed with a little more finesse, I concede.
Huh?
What in the blazes are you both blathering about, curse ye? In order to deceive one's enemies, one must first deceive one's friends. Is that not what they say? What His Majesty means to say is that Roland's betrayal was nothing of the sort. The entire affair was an elaborately staged performance.
Snakes alive!
What? Did you tell me this whole sorry mess was one of the blasted scoundrel's confounded schemes? I might not have chosen to put it quite that way, but yes. Upon our return from Broadleaf, I could not help but notice that a number of prying eyes had been placed around the castle. These devices allow one to surreptitiously watch occasion remotely through the use of certain scrying magics. Being familiar with sorcery of this kind thanks to Queen Nerea's surveillance of Hydropolis, they attracted my attention right away. Upon sharing my concerns with Roland, we investigated together and discovered the presence of an agent of Ding Dong Dell in our midst. Rather than unmask the spy and remove the prying eyes, Roland instead devised a rather ingenious plan to use them to our advantage. The first step in this plan was to make a show of expressing certain disloyal behaviours in full view of the eyes. The next was to ensure that our allies too grew suspicious of his motives. That is why he contrived to carry out his dubious liaisons just as the guard was being changed. The rest you know already. Discord was sown and the traitor in our midst was duly ejected. And having witnessed all this by means of his prying eyes, the spy approached Roland with an offer he could ill afford to refuse. Genius.
Forgive me.
Batu, the robed figure you took for a sinister visitor from another realm was none other than myself. No way. It was necessary to sow suspicion in the mind of one from whom we could expect a suitably violent reaction. You used me. You played me like a blessed fiddle. I rather fear we did. But deep down you knew, did you not? Some part of you sensed that he would never have betrayed us.
If I may be so bold.
Why else would you have sent your men to find him? Or did you think I was not aware of your little crusade? What? You... Oh, Batu.
Gosh.
So, does all this mean that Roland is still somewhere in Ding Dong Dell? But what possible reason could he have for going there all alone?
Well now.
Allow me to explain, Your Majesty.
Oh my goodness!
Phew, okay. Right then, you. Spill it. I'm sorry, Evan. I put you through a lot. We were so worried about you, Roland, but you're back now. That's the most important thing.
Oh, that cheek!
Leander told us where you've been and what you've been up to. Crikey, you don't half love a madcap jaunt, eh? Least you could have done is invited me along for the ride. I kinda did. In mechanical form. Look, I want to apologise. If I didn't have to trick you all, I wouldn't have done. I'm sorry. Well, you certainly had me going, lad. Hook, line, and blessed sinker.
Flippin' heck!
Where's it all going, you horrible man? But I think we all still believed in you somewhere deep down. Did my gifts prove useful in the end?
Sure.
Lockpicking bugs, frog pills, you sure know how to keep things interesting. And here's what made it all worthwhile. Evan, this is for you. Nice.
Golly!
The Mark of Kings.
Uh-huh.
Now you can open the Kingsway and get back into Ding Dong Dell without having to go through all those soldiers. Mausinger was desperate too, just like I thought he would be. It might be just the bargaining chip we need to get him to sign the declaration.
Thank you.
So much, Roland. Now I can finally go back to Ding Dong Dell. Back to the home he stole from me.
And so at last the hour had come for Evan to return to Ding Dong Dell and convince King Mausinger to sign the Declaration of Interdependence. Bright-eyed, yet heavy-hearted, he prepared to take the final steps of the journey he had begun, what now seemed a lifetime ago. It was time to bring his dream of a united world one step closer to reality.
Well, that is a massive relief. I've got some theories about who this kid might be as well, you know.
Father and Mausinger hate each other.
Sometimes it's just not possible for people to stay friends.
But they are just crackpot theories, so yeah.
Sometimes the circumstances just won't allow it.
I can't believe that Father would have hated someone or been suspicious of them simply because of their species. But then, why else would Mausinger do what he did?
I suppose he was afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
That the great man he dedicated his life to was using him and would one day cast him aside. Think about it. What could be more frightening than being discarded by someone you love? Not that I know all the details, of course.
Right.
Huh. Well, yeah, no. None of my theories have really got any substance. It's just thinking about who could it be. From pretty standard story stuff, you know. It could be his father who's teaching him how to be a king from wherever he is, I guess, or maybe something linked to Roland, perhaps. Maybe Roland's son. Yeah, we know nothing about Roland's world in this one. Anyway, back to this world. Everyone, there's something I need to talk to you about. Before we ask Ding Dong Dell to sign the declaration, I need to know how its people are faring under Mausinger's rule. I should also like to know what they thought of my father. Perhaps they might be able to help me understand why he was murdered. I never once considered their thoughts or feelings when I was their ruler. It's high time that I found out what they truly think. You're a brave man, Evan.
Chapter 8. Land of My Fathers.
It's a very popular hymn in Wales. Alright, let me run you through how we're going to infiltrate Ding Dong Dell. The crosses on this map mark the areas where their troops are most heavily concentrated. As you can see, a direct approach via the river would be suicidal. There's no way we'd get close without being spotted. Okay, so we'll use the zipline to take us over the river and set us down someplace quieter. From there, we'll make our way via the least heavily guarded areas to the entrance Kingsway. Okay. It's a good thing Zip gave us the old girl, huh? She's quite quiet as a mouse, even with the engine full ahead. This is not to say that caution will not be required. We cannot take the risk of flying too close to the city. A roundabout approach will still be required. So the old sky pirate full front of the solar in the order of the day, huh? No, sorry, Batu. Doesn't look like it. This'll be straight in, no messing job, none of it. Alright, let's make ready to leave. Yeah, we're going to work on a team salute here, I think. That was awesome. Alright, what's going on in Leafbook? Oh, lots going on. Fish are the greatest. I hope she did a lot with the time she saved writing the letter R instead of the word. Anywho, this extraordinary specimen is known as the lesser spotted swayfish. It uses the fins that run along its body to shimmy through the sea in a delightfully insouciant manner. Don't know that word, sorry. It's also known as the dancer of the deep. Just make sure you don't eat it, it's highly toxic. What a peculiar fish. Yes, some people think it came from space. Whoa, so it's like totally poisonous? Touch it and you'll be sick for a week. I'll give that a like. Ooh, Treasure Time Part 4. I know where that is. Take a long, hard look at this photograph. Does it look familiar? If it does, you should get yourself down there as fast as your feet can carry you and bag the tip-top treasure I've hidden. Happy hunting. It does look strangely familiar. I have failed to find any of these treasures. And it's another tough one. That's the factory floor in Broadleaf, right? Here's, and another citizen. Here's the latest installment of my series of profiles of the abundantly talented. Today I'd like to introduce you to Yip Yip, a gifted accessory maker who's always ahead of the curve when it comes to the latest trends. I'd love her to design something for me one day. She's the same age as my grandma. What? Really? Is she really that amazing? Yes, she has a 6-month waiting list. Oh yeah, she's definitely coming to the party. Ah, the name's Drew. It's my job to keep the good folks of Broadleaf safe. I'm on patrol 24/7. I mean, when I'm not asleep. Or eating. Anyway, this place might seem idyllic, but you never know when a crime wave might break out. But fear not, I'm here for you. Shouldn't you be out on patrol? Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah. Come on, Drew. Get with the program. Well then. Okay, so that was... good to be back into the story, actually. I'm gonna try and, well, I think I'm gonna keep doing it the way I'm doing it, but I'm gonna clearly state in the video titles what the order of the day is, if requests, or or whatever. So then, if you don't like doing all that stuff, that's absolutely fine. You can look forward to the next story episode. But I love it. I love doing all the side quests and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna do them because I want to. So we've got 4 more things here. You're going to want me to do some more stuff for you, aren't you? So are you. Righto then, let's manage the kingdom first, and we'll pick up those side quests next time, I think.
Say,
Okay. That was a nice bit of money. Stores are full, let's empty those. Okay, good. Now then, are you done? Yes, you are. Terrific. Brilliant. Now we need to level you up again now, don't we? Have we got enough? 240,000. You know what, that's not actually... It looks like a lot, but that's really not that far. So what do we need there? 65,000. 65,000. Yeah, so... Okay. So we're only talking about 20 minutes, really. Of real time, I mean. So we'll probably be going off... We'll go off and do some other stuff next time. We'll pick up these side quests here and a couple more dotted around. Then, yeah, I'm not going to do so many episodes, I think, before the next story one, but we'll see how it goes. I'll quickly pop into the new areas, because I really want to get these citizens. We need a lot, right? We need another 41 before we can level it up again, and building-wise, need to build every building. We need 64 out of 64, so that's what we're going to do. So, next time we'll see what the world's looking like after Roland's little escapade, and until then, take it easy.